Unity of the Huachucas presents Reverend Charli Tupper.
The Abundance Blueprint.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are they who are pure in heart, for they will know God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what it means to be blessed. These teachings, these beatitudes that Jesus taught are one of the most famous teachings of Jesus, because they tell us exactly, just exactly what it is that will bring that blessing to us. But what is a blessing? So I want to say that a blessing, according to Reverend Tony Bain in her book, Mastering Abundance, she says a blessing is metaphysically means to call forth and confer consciously the energy of God, activity in action toward increase and multiplication, conferring the energy of increase upon a thing or person. Let me say that again. To bless metaphysically means to call forth and confer consciously the energy of God, activity in action toward increase and multiplication, conferring the energy of increase upon a thing or person, consciously conferring the energy of God. Think about that for a minute. You know, we take the word bless you. Somebody sneezes, bless you. Or if you live in the South, it might be bless your little heart. Or we say a blessing over something or someone. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. When we do that, are we doing it just doing it out of rote? Or when we bless someone, are we consciously conferring the energy of God's activity upon them? What is consciously conferring the activity of God upon something. It's like saying, you're saying, God, I am putting God energy into this. I am sending this forth with God energy and activity and bringing it into multiplication. That is one of the keys to abundance. One of the keys to abundance is to bless something beyond measure. I have to tell you, I have been really blessed this week. There's a few things that have happened recently for me that I just feel so blessed. I feel the activity of spirit moving, multiplying, bringing all good into my life. One of the things is I have spent this last week at Unity Village, and you can see a picture of Unity Village behind me. And I chose to do that because I'm actually still here. And so I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share that energy with you, the energy that I have been blessed with, the inspiration, the energy of love and expansion that I have felt this week. I have been blessed by being here in this place. Another way that I've been blessed is many of you have been holding my son in prayer. And my son is home. And he is doing pretty well. Yes, he has a long road ahead of him, but he's home. And that makes a huge difference. That is a really big deal. How have you been blessed this week? How have you felt the activity of God, consciously felt that activity of God in your life? Consciously felt God is right here. My talk today is called The Abundance Blueprint. And I'm going to tell you that the number one thing you can do for abundance is bless something. Whatever you want to grow, bless it. And when I say bless it, I mean really confer the energy of God activity on it. Feel whatever it is. Bring that feeling nature into it. And allow that feeling nature to just send forth that energy into whatever it is. The second key is faith. Faith is essence of things unseen. No, hold on a second. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the essence of things that are not seen. It is the assurance of things that we hope for. So yes, there is that component of faith where it's like, I believe. I believe. I believe that this is possible. I believe that all things are possible through the power and the activity of God. I believe. But there's a second part to faith, and that is the essence, the assurance of the essence. It is the core, the essence that is not seen yet. And you call it forth through faith. What is it? What is that essence that you have not seen? That thing that you hope for, that you haven't seen yet. Can you enter into a place where you prayerfully acknowledge the assurance that you know that it is right here? It is right here. Now, I know that the first time that somebody said that to me, I rolled my eyes and went, yeah, right. I don't see it. I've been dealing with this for a long time, and I don't see it. I don't feel it. That's where the power of will comes in. And being honest. You know, the spirit knows anyway. So you might as well be honest about it. You know, spirit, I know in truth that you are present. But right now, I'm having a hard time experiencing that truth. That I am open. I am willing to experience that truth. I am willing to experience the abundant blessings that you have for my life. I am willing. So we bless something. We have faith to the degree that we can have faith. And then we express our willingness to expand our faith. We let our faith grow. There's a story of Jesus speaking to someone, and Jesus says, "Do you believe?" And he says, "I believe. Help thou my unbelief." He acknowledged that he had this much faith. He wanted this much faith. Help me to see the areas, the ways that I am blocking my own belief. What are the old beliefs that I am carrying around that are blocking my experience of truth, that are blocking my experience of the divine in this moment? So what are the ways? What are the things that block us? Well, some of those are mentioned in the Beatitudes, because it says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." The poor in spirit. To me, that means someone who is humble. Now, to be humble is not to play small. God did not create us to play small. But it's also not about about letting our ego run the show. Be poor in spirit is really about being right-sized. It's about allowing ourselves to know who we are and whose we are. The second one is, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. To mourn. So the opposite of mourning is pretending that we're not hurt. Have you ever pretended? Have you ever put on that happy face? Everything's great. How are you doing? Wonderful. Just fine. Everything's good. When inside, or maybe even in your external circumstances, you're grieving the loss of something. Not acknowledging that grief gets in the way of us having the blessing. We have to acknowledge the grief in order to receive the blessing. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. So for me, the meek are not mousy. Not about being mousy. It's about being authentic. It's about not pretending to be something or somebody that you're not. You know, it's not pretending to like something because it's the in thing to do. That's kind of probably something for younger people. So if I think of something more of a way that I might pretend, I might pretend by not being honest when I'm upset, about not being honest when I have a need and I need to ask for help, when I'm not honest with myself and take care of myself, then I block the blessing that comes, that blessing of inheriting the earth. Now, what does it mean to inherit the earth? I mean, because we don't inherit the ground, but we inherit all that the earth stands for, then the natural unfolding, that natural unfolding of our lives, that natural unfolding of the good that comes to us. We don't have to fight for it. There is a natural blooming that takes place, a natural growing and greening and a natural harvest that takes place. That's inheriting the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. So when I was younger, I used to think that hungering and thirst, I hungered and thirst after righteousness. What I did was I thought about how righteous I was and how unrighteous everybody else was. There was a me and there was a them. Hungering and thirsting after righteousness is metaphysically, righteousness is right thinking, right feeling, right being. And what that means is that I'm in alignment. I am in alignment with the truth within me to the best of my ability. And what is that truth that is within me? That truth that is within me is the love, the life, the power of God. And when I hunger and thirst to be the love of God in the world, when we hunger and thirst to be the love of God in the world, we will be filled. While I've been here at conference, we had a keynote speaker, and his name is Reverend Jim Rosemarkey, and he's a long-time Unity minister whom I really admire. And one of the things that he said was that in prosperity, the demonstration isn't in receiving, the demonstration is in giving. We demonstrate prosperity by giving. I am filled. I am filled by that righteousness. Because I love, and loving is a gift. It is a gift that we give to the world. And so we're filled with that righteousness. But the demonstration is the love. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall see mercy. To have mercy on someone, to be that demonstration of mercy, is an abundance that fills our hearts and our minds in ways that we might not be able to comprehend in advance. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. What is it that blocks our pure in heart? What is that block? Surrender. Surrender is the key. Let go of that block and allow the pureness of God. Allow yourself to know that pureness of God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. When was the last time that you defended yourself? When was the last time that you felt like you needed to defend your position? When was the last time that you felt like you needed to resist and push away something or grasp onto something and hold it close? Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You ever felt persecuted? Now, this really is not about being a doormat. This isn't, oh, I just allow people to step on me and go, oh, but I do this for the sake of righteousness. I do this because my reward will be in heaven. So I have a little secret to tell you. Many years ago, previous life, I was seeing a therapist, and the therapist asked me, so, do you think you're going to get a bigger crown than everybody else when you get to heaven? Is that why you do this? And I went, no, because I knew that was supposed to be the right answer. All the while, I was thinking, by God, I'd better. Have you ever felt like you needed to be rewarded because of everything that you've gone through? That's a block. What blessed are those who are persecuted means that God is with us even in our pain. God is with us no matter what is going on. And as we open ourselves up, and so we let go of resentment, we let go of everything that would block us from experiencing the presence of God in that moment. Blessing is conferring the energy of the activity of spirit upon something or a person. And so when we want to have something in our lives, we bless it. We confer upon it the energy of God. We know that when we confer upon it the energy of God, it expands and grows. It transforms because it is energy. And that energy transforms into our good. So let's take that into meditation. So let's just take a moment and breathe into this space. And with every breath, let go. Let go of the blocks that might be in your way. Upon what would you confer a blessing within yourself? Would you confer the activity of God upon within you? What would you like to see expand and grow and multiply and transform and be that greater good? I am the love of God. I express the divine in all that I say and do. I am authentic in my words and my actions. I am at peace. And so again, just breathing into this space and knowing this truth for ourselves, we send this energy out into the world and we bless, and we bless, and we bless. Sending the activity of spirit out into the world. And with gratitude in our hearts, we say, Amen. I am holding you in my heart, and I am sending blessings of love and light. God bless you.